Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Mrs. A of Math A Matic. Today you're going to learn how to transform quadratic functions from general form to standard form, or also known as vertex form. But before that, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share my videos, and like if you like it. Okay, so you will also learn how to find the vertex here, and I'm gonna show you also about the graph of quadratic function. The general form of quadratic function is f of x is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, or y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. So you can change f of x to y. And the standard form of quadratic function or vertex form is y is equal to a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k, wherein hk is the vertex. So let's have an example here. So I have y is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 2. This is the general form. We need to transform it to standard form. So let's follow the steps. First, group the terms that has variable x. So I'm just going to put them inside the parentheses. So y is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 2. And then next is add a number to make it a perfect square trinomial. So there, I'm going to add a number here. So what number I'm going to add here is simply get half of b. The value of b is 2. Half of this is 1. And then square it. 1 times 1 or 1 squared is 1. Now, to make the equation balance, you need to add 1 also on the other side. Okay, then just copy minus 2 here. Then what next is you are going to express this as the perfect square trinomial as a square of binomial. So x squared plus 2x plus 1, get the square root of x squared, that is x, and get the square root of 1, that is 1. So you have now x plus 1 quantity squared minus 2. And the 1 here, we need to move that to the other side or the right side. So we need to add negative 1. We need to add negative 1 also here. Okay. Now, what would be here? That would be equal to 0. So that's why we have y. And then here, negative 2 plus negative 1, that is now negative 3. Okay. So now, this is the standard form of the quadratic function y is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 2. That is y is equal to quantity x plus 1 squared minus 3. Wherein a is 1 and h is negative 1 here. This is look at in the formula, we have minus here. And since this is plus, which means that this is negative 1. Take note of that, huh? And then the value of k is equal to negative 3. So negative 3. Okay, that is now the vertex. The vertex of the parabola is equal to or is at negative 1, negative 3. Actually, there is a formula on how to find the vertex, the h, and the k. And you can also change it without doing this process. So let's apply the formula on how to find the value of h and k. So I have here the general form, the same given, and the vertex is negative 1, negative 3. Now, the formula in finding for h without transforming it into standard form or vertex form is h is equal to negative b over 2a. And the formula in finding for k is equal to 4ac minus b squared all over 4a. So which means that we need to find the value of a, b, and c from the given form, general form. So there. Now, what I'm going to do now is simply substitute now the value of b and a. So I have negative 2 over 2 times a, which is 1. And divide that, that is negative 1. For the value of k, we have 4 times 1, which is a, times negative 2, which is the value of c, minus 2, which is b squared, divided by 4 times 1, or 4a. Now we can solve this one. 4 times 1, that is 4, times negative 2, that is negative 8. Negative 8 minus 4, this is 2 squared 4, divided by 4, that is negative 12 over 4, and that is negative 3. So that's why we have h, negative 1, k, negative 3. Okay? Now, actually, given the h and k, you can now solve for, and we have the value of a also, you can actually write the standard form of the vertex form. The formula, the formula is this one, right? Or the form, y is equal to a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. So what are you going to do? Just copy y, and then a, since the value of a is 1, simply, no need for you to write a. Just write x. Now, in the formula, we have minus, and we have the value of x is negative 1. So therefore, this is plus 1. Then, close parenthesis, square it. Then we have plus k, and the value of k is negative 3, so we have negative 3, or minus 3. See? So, now, you have two ways on how you can change the general form to standard form. I just want to show to you a little bit of a the graph here of this given quadratic function. So now I have already the vertex here. That's my starting point. The vertex negative 1, which is the value of h, that would be the value of x. And negative 3, that would be the value of y. And then from that, you can now assign values. You can now put 0, 1, 2, or usually it's okay to have just 2 values after the vertex. And then on the left side, we have, this is negative 1, so negative 2, negative 3. Now, you can solve for the values of y by assigning the values of negative of x. So let's have this one. Let's start with negative 2. So y is equal to negative 2 is x plus 2 times negative 2 minus 2. Just substitute from the given here. You just replace x by the given value here. So that is now equal to negative 2. Because this is positive 4 plus 2 times negative, and that is negative. So it becomes 0 minus 2. So if x is negative 2, the value of y is negative 2. Now, what about if x is negative 3? So change that to negative 3 squared plus 2 times negative 3 minus 2. And that is equal to 9 minus 6 minus 2. And 9 minus 6 is 3, minus 2 is 1. So this is 1. So what about if x is 0? So simply that's 0, so y is negative 2. And if x is 1, this is 1 squared plus 2 times 1, that is 2 minus 2, and that is equal to 1. So that is 1. And then when you're going to graph, starts with the vertex also. This is the vertex negative 1, 3. And then you can plot the rest of the point. So the graph of this opens upward. It's a parabola. It's positive a. If it's a greater than or equal to 1, or if it means positive, your graph opens upward. I have videos about graphing, specifically for just graphing quadratic function. Okay, now, what about if the value of a here is not 1? So I have here y is equal to 2x squared plus 8x plus 7. So I'm just gonna follow the steps on how to solve for h and k and change to standard form. So group the terms that has variable x. I'm gonna put them inside the parentheses. And then next step is I'm going to add a number here. So what I'm going to do is get half of 4, and that is 2. Then square that 2, that is 4. So you can refer it here. Then, a while ago, remember, I add a number here, and I need to add also a number on the other side. And then later on, I move it back here. So instead of doing that, you can just subtract here. So you're not gonna move anymore. So what are you going to do now is, instead of adding 4 here, because we have here a, which is 2, you need to multiply that. 2 times 4, and that is 8. So subtract 8. And then factor this one. Perfect square trinomial. Square root of x, square root of 4, 2. This is plus here, so that is plus here. Just copy 2. And then 7 minus 8, that is negative 1. So what is now the value of the vertex? We have now h is equal to what? Negative 2, and k is negative 1. The value of h is negative 2 and the value of k is negative 1. So that's the vertex of the parabola. Okay, so now please watch my next video. It's about graphing quadratic functions. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share my videos.